Hello, and welcome to Minecraft with yours truly, Azarmorph. And as the sun rises, you find me up on the top of the wall, looking down in our central courtyard. Now, as you will see, I've built a little pen since the last episode and stuck 4 of the sheep in there. Now, I'm not going to stay there for long, because in this episode we're going to shift them, but I'm going to do that off camera. What I would like to do is give you an update on what I've been doing since the last episode. Well, I have been working on the wall. So let me just get F1 back up. There we go. And, as you can see, I've been clearing out quite a bit. There's no chunk loading issue here at all. It's just that I've cleared and levelled out the soil behind the wall. Already, blank canvas, ready to go for the next project. Oh, there's a tree sapling. For the next project to happen up here, but we'll come to that later in the day. Oh, look at all those things burning. Now, the good thing is that we will be needing some of this sand, so we're going to have to do... Oops, he falls in the water. Do some kind of path to this sand so that we can start to farm it. Which would be good, Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and I'm going to head on down to the ground floor where we can see the wall in its full glory and talk about what we're going to do in this episode. So I'll see you in a mo. Okay, we're down with the sheep now, and as I say, we're going to use these sheep shortly, but we'll come to that in a minute. But here we go, here's the wall. As you can see, a little bit busy. I've dug out this corner here and set the wall back, and that's to give us a bit of distance from the stable, which you can see the foundation thereof, which is the cursor's going over at the moment. Bit of distance from the wall to there, so that'll be good. So we're all set on this side, and then if we come around here, as you can see, I've stepped it down for the moment because I'm progressing it, and you can see that we've moved around the corner. So, coming along nicely and beginning to give us a bit of definition. I'm going to have to fill all this in with soil, but I'll do that off camera as well. As you can see, I've placed in a couple of cobblestone towers for getting up and down. The wall will eventually come round to these points, but not at the moment. Now, in this episode, what we want to do is we want to take our temporary room up there and build a... I hate to say this, temporary again, but in a way it will be, but in a way it won't be. What we're going to build in this inside here will be permanent, but it's going to act as our home for now. It'll make more sense as the episodes go on, I guess. But for now, need to do a little bit of work. So what we're going to do is, behind here, we're going to take out these blocks and put in glass. So you can see what's going on in the world. I did toy with the idea of taking these stones out, putting in glass, and making it a massive cathedral. Might do that way off in the distance, but for now... It's quite simply going to take out here so we get a bit of visuals on what's going on outside, so we don't get creepers. Well, creepers are jumping on us. And move forward for there. So what I'm going to do between now and when we come back here, or when off camera, is I'm going to dig out a great big section out from underneath there and make good. But what we're going to do now is we're actually going to get set for the floor, because I'm going to use wool and lay carpets within there. So that's why I need the sheep. These sheep have been basically rounded up from inside here. But we're going to shift them out to, again, just an initial setup of pen over where we're going to make the farm area. There's also a cave. Remind back to when we first started to investigate this area. We found a little cave. Leads to nowhere. Going to turn that into a kind of little farmhouse, so stage 1 farmhouse basically, and we'll get on with doing that. So today it is getting some materials together, but probably doing most of that off camera, just showing you some bits and pieces of the elements that are being built, and then back to here to start building this for you guys. So I'll catch you over at the farm. See you in a sec. Well, you find me back here doing a bit of grass cutting outside where we're going to make our farmhouse, for a better word of it, really. Yes, we're going to probably do it in here. I've cut a little section into the wall. This is the little tunnel that we found a wee while ago. It doesn't really go anywhere. It stops there. This will do sufficiently for now. We'll just make a little home out of it. I am hearing lava somewhere nearby. So we'll probably explore that in a bit as well. But we'll cut out a little hole here for camping in and feeling a little bit safer through the night. So we're going to want that in a second. What we have done, off screen, is I've built this double area, quite sizable as you can see, for the sheep. Now, I've kept the black one in the middle, which is really the way in and out. I found another white one over that direction on when I was transporting these sheep to here. Now, we're not going to have two separate pens with white sheep in. We're actually going to, and I'll make these ones the ones, we're actually going to turn these into a light blue colour. So to do that, we're going to just quickly make up the batch with bone meal and lapis. It gives us light blue dye. Fortunately enough, it gives us 2. So there we go, and there we go. It's a much cheaper way of doing it than colouring white wool all the time. You'd be chewing through lapis and bone meal quite quickly. So there we go, and we've got 1 light wool off that one, and 1 light blue. Oh, there we go. I've never really chewed up, so we got 5. So every time they eat a bit of grass, they respawn their wool, which is always good. So we're going to breed these up, and then start to farm them properly, and these will then hopefully give us sufficient wool. But it does take a bit of time. So really, having to run back and forth to different locations is a bit much, really. I mean, I suppose it's the curse of having a large spread out area where we're wanting to build things in different locations. But I kind of want to get things centralised. Now, whether I keep the animals here is debatable. I think there's a nicer spot over there which is a little bit browner, not so lush as this. And I think this is probably a good place for having plant growth. But we'll make that decision when we get round to making our final buildings. So, back over to here. Now what I'm going to do with this is we're going to have a little bit of storage in here, and probably dig out a little bit further back there and find out where that lava is. But what we're going to do is I'm going to build this up another one. We're going to make it kind of look like ye loggy housey. So we'll do that like so. I'll make it just swing over a little bit. Put that one there, and that one there. Yep, that'll do. One there, and one there. Yes, that's the relatively good idea, even if I do say so myself. And if we then... It is 3 out, 1 there, and put a bit of cobble down there for the moment, just to save the wood. So that's the entrance in. All fair enough, take that away for the moment. I'm going to cobble up here, and I'm going to cobble up. Although I might actually put windows in there. I have got some glass on me. Let's see what's going to be the more favourable way in. I think if we... Right or left? Right or left. See, I'm thinking this one here for the door. Simply because it's central to everything. Plus also if you come out there can be a creeper hovering here. So yes, we'll make this our door. So I'll just take that out like so. And put that in there. We have got some glass on us, and we've even got a wooden door. How's that for organisation? So there we go. Somewhere safe, but not yet safe. So just grab the wood, and we're going to put some stairs on top to level it out. Now, well, protect ourselves, I think is the right answer there. There we go. And if we do a bit of this, I don't want to have all that, but I'll take 20 should do us for now. If not, we'll come back for more. And I'm going to put some glass in here. And so I can see the horsey. Lovely. We haven't got any torches up yet, so let me torch there, and there for good measure. And I think we will torch... We got a torch there. We got a torch there. We'll just torch there for the moment. And up we come. Let me think. How are we going to do this? Because we're going to want to put one there, turn around, one there, like so. Yep, that'll do. I'll do nicely, sir. And then we can do a one like that, and like that. And then... Nah, not happy with that. Not happy with that. So let's just remove that. We'll fall down, water cells, and we will just do a simple but effective slab. I think will be what we'll want to do. Yep. There we go. That'll do. Let's have a little look at that from a distance. Nice and simple little house. Oh, we missed something, haven't we? Yep, we have. And I don't have any. It's basically missing a bit of wood to come that way, I suppose. Would be the right idea. I'm going to take that out just to give it a bit of fuel. Good, good, good. Nah, that's fine. Now, let's have a look and see if we can find this lava source. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down here. It's got to be around here, you can hear it. So what I want to do is have a little platform along, which then turns, that comes down, turns, so we need to do another one out here. It's very close, whatever it is. Oh no. Found another part of a cave. Oh, we're going investigating then. This wasn't the plan. Almost the creeper. Alright. That was a nice big hole he blew up, wasn't it? Oh, he's another cave. Oh. That looks like daylight. So, yes, it's come out to daylight. Hello. Very nice. Fancy that. Fancy that. Right, well, torched up. Probably won't use it yet. Doesn't mean we won't use it ever. I'm going to put the soil back in there. And I just want to make sure that we don't mess up and have things spawning in the area. So a little bit more torching required, I feel. Good, good. Tidy all that up in a bit. Oh, that's fortunate creeper explosion there. And we'll put a torch here. Good. Okay. That is close. It's around about here, is it? Aha! Well, we found it. That's good. Well, that's always handy to have a source of fire. I should say a source of lava nearby for smelting stones and such like. Well, that's good. Right, okay, I'm going to carry on clearing this out now that we've found it. Sticking up a couple of torches in case I feel there's any dark spots. I'll get on with setting up the base, now it's darkness. And we'll get on with shearing some sheep. And I will also get on with breeding some sheep. And I'll catch you back at the main base. Just updated the map, and as you can see, there's quite a change going on. Instead of having the rough areas that we've had down here, which are basically where we needed to get the lawnmower out, you can now see that we've got these stone platforms that have been put in, the 2 stable locations, the temporary sheep pen, which the sheep aren't here anymore, they're up there, and the area that we've cleared out on top, wall, etc. So it's moving along, beginning to slowly but surely change, which is great. So we're back into our base of operations with the chests and bed. There's a spider somewhere, don't know quite where. I've been a little bit busy off screen. I've managed to grab well, 2 stacks of white, 1 stack of light blue. Also gone for some spruce wood, and whilst I was out there I grabbed some jack-o'-lanterns. And I went over to the desert in this location here, which we'll cross here covering, and gathered some sand. So if I just grab this, I've cooked up some sand so that we can make some ordinary glass planes. I thought of planes of I've done it again. Panes of glass. I'll get my teeth back in. I thought about coloured ones, but when they're behind the wooden finishes, I just didn't see a point really. So we're going to crack on. What I have been is also busy down here because I've opened up an area. It's not completed. I have left this area low. This is the height that I want to go to, but if I wish to show you, that is the floor. So floor of what we're working from up there at the moment. So as that gets cleared out, we'll be able to start chopping that back. But what I want to deal with just now is get this floor sorted out. I'm going to take that out and take that out. I've dropped this floor one lower because of the finish I want to put in. I'm going to get rid of that as well. But to give us a bit of visuals, shall we see where we do here? Oh, that's one of the columns. What we're going to do is open up where we're going to put the glass in. Even though I'm not going to put the glass in just yet, because I want to do a little finish around the window openings. So 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, we'll just cut that out, that out, that out. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. All I want at the moment is the feel of the openings. Really need to go too high, I guess. So that gives the feel that way. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's one too high. So even though we're going to be cutting up there, at the moment we're not. So we'll just put that in like so. I'm going to use the torches for the moment in the centre. For the moment, just to give us a bit of light. I have put torches in the ground. That's where the jack-o'-lanterns, I feel, could go. Cutting into there. Because I realised as I was digging it out that we have quite a distance back. So we would have to do something about it. I am actually going to leave those two in there for now. There we go. That works all nicely. At least that allows us some daylight, as it were, into the area. Now what I want to do is I'm going to start off in this corner down here. I've got a crafting table with me. And we'll put that up in a minute. So first things first, we'll get some spruce wood converted. Now what I'm initially going to do is I'm going to put solid around the edge. I've gone for spruce just because it's dark, but it's not as dark as the dark oak. So that's good. Right, what I'm going to do, grab the jack-o'-lanterns now. Put that one away. Put that one down there. And that'll give us the 5 by 5 grid. So if we count here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 off the wall really. So that's we're going to do. I'm just going to show you the idea, and then we can move on. I'll do some of this off camera, so you're not watching me do the whole lot. So if I put the crafting table down there, what I'm going to now do is I'm going to grab these. There's only a few of them. Again, just to give you an idea, so that gives me 18. And then I'm going to half slab. Oh, get rid of that. Half slab the inside. So solid around the edges, and then half slabs in the middle. So there we go. And there we got the torch. Well, we've got the jack-o'-lantern. It sticks out, but that's why we've got the wool. It all makes sense. It's all coming together. The only problem is my bags are now full, which is really clever of me. Really clever of me. Oh, I know why. We can get rid of some of these things by doing simple things. Like so and like so. And grabbing that, and that'll give me a little bit extra space, which is nice. Now, back up we go. I'm just going to do a little of this. That's strange. I thought that's... No, it's not. It's just 2, isn't it? No. I am special at times. There we go. I'll have 6 of those. In fact, let's have a few more of those. There we go. 15, that'll do. And then we'll have a few of these. Hang 12 of those. And then the general idea I've come up with is a blue border, like so. And then we go. And it hides those lanterns. Yep. But it should, in all theory, if I take that one off there and that one off there, it should, if I go to F3, not have any influence on the lighting. So if you have a look at the block, it's, whilst stood on top, it's 14. As I walk out, it's 12, down, 9. And then it builds back up again. So I'll get on and fill this slot out, and then we'll come back when we're doing the detail, starting the detail around the windows. Obviously I'll not be able to go up as high as I want whilst we've got this ceiling in. Okay, I've been busy. Very busy, in fact. What you're looking at is the corner of the temporary building, which is no longer there. Well, temporary cave, really. It wasn't really a building. This is the location where the furnaces were, if you can remember. As I say, been a little bit busy. So if I do the old ta-da moment, what I've done is I've, as you can see, cut a little bit more further back. I've taken out the roof completely. I did actually dig this floor out and then I've reinstated these because I'm thinking about the ceiling. I think that's high enough ceiling, really. But the material that I want to use here isn't available to us just yet. We'll have to get on and make something to manufacture that material, but I'll keep that to myself for now. But as you can see, definitely opened it up. With everything coming down, I've also had to do the map. Ta-da! We'll get to that in a minute. That's hence why the flyby map. Storage has all come down. I've had to make some more seeds. I'm just going to bring my EUI back up. But also the biggest thing is I've pushed through to here. I've also extended the wall out this way. I've put in columns, as you can see, to get a bit of support. A bit of a beefy column. Just because we're basically supporting all this above it, really. Bit more work to do with the ceiling. We'll get there. This is all temporary for the moment. What I'll look to do is cut back to either there or probably to about there, all the way back to finish off this section here. Also redefine this, and if we go out, started the similar wall construction that we've got inside on the outside, as you can see here. Did this all whilst listening to a bit of NFL on the old computer, so keeping myself entertained and listening to some music whilst doing so. So I hope you agree. Quite a bit of a change, but you can see now the carpet and how it all works, because underneath here is a whole load of jack-o'-lanterns, so it's all good. Now, the reason why I've pushed by the map, let's have a look, because I have updated it all. First things first, this is where we've put the dark oak trees now. You can see it's pushing through this way. Obviously it's got to go a little bit further forward. We've got some areas, that's where we've got the chests, etc. Areas still to flood and connect and build, so that's all to happen. This is where the cows are. Up here is the little farm that we built earlier in the episode. I've put some crops out there whilst waiting for the sheep to do what they've got to do, so just basically a little farm area there to keep me occupied. If we step back, here's the old sheep pen, which is now redundant. We've got where the horses are kept here, and the two stables foundations, which we'll be getting on with shortly, and the wall as we know it. But this shows how I got to work out where this wall went in here. I basically went round with cobblestone. Yes, I have been the whole way round the perimeter of this elevated area, just with one thick cobble to demark the route to there. I have actually altered this again so it would line in with the columns. It's quite a bit of work. It's taken quite a few days in between other things to be going on, hence why this episode's coming out a lot later than we'd expected. Now, to go on, I did say I would come back when I were ready to do these windows. I am conscious that time's getting ahead of us. So, I'm just going to grab some of these, and I'm going to do one of these on screen, and I'll probably do the rest off screen. That's a little bit too high. But what the plan is for these windows is actually to make them bigger than what they are at the moment, which is only 2 high. What I would like to do is actually make them 3 high, in fact, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to chip that one out there. I'm not going to. And I was going to chip that one out there, but it wouldn't make sense to do so. I'll still do it. Let's still do it. Let's see how it works. And then what we're going to do is put these in to act like a lintel. So it gives a different... That still works. And then down here, I'm going to leave the sides brick because... just because, really. You would lose the definition of that column if I had a strip of this there and a strip of that there. So that's the principle. So we'll do the same thing here. I'll just repeat it. There we go. And as you can see, we've got a lintel. And one in there for good measure. That bit of stone's probably disappeared up to the Oh, that's there. I was going to say distribute up to the gods. So, as you can see, it gives a bit of definition to the window. And then with the cooked glass, which we can start to put in. It's been a bit windy here. Wind's been blowing in through this. Yeah. Right, we've got the glass. What we will be doing is making a mine in the sand area. So that it... because we're going to be taking out quite a bit of sand for making windows and such like. And there we go. I think it's alright, isn't it? Or at least I think so. By all means, leave your comments if you think there could be any improvements, or if you would do it a different way, because by doing that, you'll help flavour what we're doing here. There we go. So there's another window. So let's go and have a look at these outside. And then I think we're going to call it an episode. So, yeah. So we've actually got our... This is not going to change now. Once this is all done, except for maybe tweaks or any suggestions you've got, pretty much it is what it's going to be, with a bit of fine-tuning, a bit of tweaking to do. But there we go. Yeah, I think that looks alright. I'll just keep it one below that level, because if I raise the just going to look at it, polished andesite up one, you would actually see it there. We kind of lose the feel. So by taking it up only 3, we still get quite a good sensible feel. I'm not going to cut any more windows out that way, so this is the window direction. As you can see, I filled in the earth. It's all been done. How I do it is strips. So I do strips like that, allow the grass to grow up, and then do another strip, and then that breeds the grass quicker. So I'm going to get on and fill all that in, and then we're going to get on with some roads. Put some roads in on this side, and if we quickly go back around the other side, we'll quickly talk about what we're going to be doing probably in the next episode. So next episode we're going to stick some roads in here, and that'll be very quick to do. Some more for definition. Hopefully by then I'll have had a thunk about what I'm doing here, and what I'm doing here. So, but we'll see what's what on that front. So come through here again. Out here is probably going to be one of the first areas we actually get close to finish. I'm going to continue that wall along to the corner, and then we want at its point of return. Stop there. Then what I want to do about this location here, right in the middle, is build a wall straight out to there and then return, grass all this out, and then either build a kind of small village in it, or put basically some crops in here, so that when I'm working over here I've got something to eat. Then a path. We'll do a path from here out to a quarry out there. There's already one in, there's an area where I was mining the sand from earlier. We'll just expand that, and then basically it'll be an open shaft mine with little runways over the top and things like that. It'll all come together, I'm sure. But I'll be doing that predominantly out of wood, so I'll also be chopping some wood between now and next episode. So plenty to do to keep old Azarmorph a bit busy, especially these windows and stuff like that. So I guess, with time getting the better of me, and apologies for the lateness of the episode, I have actually returned to WoW, which is taking up a bit of my time just to get settled. I am also starting a WoW series on garrisons, so look out for that. But I think what I'm going to do is call it an episode right now. So until next time, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, aliens and other life forms, stay safe.